Hey to the people, hey to the people. What's the tea? It's me, Chase. This is No Chaser TV, and we are starting the Real Housewives of New Jersey Season 14, Episode 6 review now. This is Episode 6, I think. I don't know what episode it is. However, hey to the people down on the Twitter and the X. Hey for the people over here down to the YouTube. Come on in. Make sure that you guys continue to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you can get all of the updates as they happen. We've had an eventful week here at No Chaser TV. Our executivos that are on this particular show, Angie K and Joan, are in a boardroom yet again this week. So I believe Joan will be here next week, and so I'm really excited to catch up with her and see what she thinks. But with that being said, until then, you got me. So let's get into it. Now, let's go ahead and just talk about something really quickly before we get into it. I know that there's a lot of commotion going on right now because some things about John Fuda have allegedly hit the internet, and I guess they're saying that he wasn't 17 when he was arrested, like Rachel has said, for whatever he was doing. He was like in his 20s or whatever. And so the documents from that and the sordid details of that are now coming out all over the internet as we speak. I'm not really going to speak to those rumors because it's John Fuda. So I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really care. So I didn't really deep dive into that. But what I did deep dive into was this. In tonight's drinking game, every time you see this, every time you see that flash up on the screen, take a drink. And the reason why you see that is because on this particular show, and especially on this particular review, it's very much Team Teresa versus Team Marge and Melissa and whatever. And when you look at those ratings, right? Teresa drew over a point 0.4 in the overall ratings for her most recent appearance on Watch What Happens Live. Melissa did like a 0.26 or whatever it is, and then Marge did like a 0.1 something. So when you look at that overall rating, Teresa beat them in the overall ratings combined for the most recent Watch What Happen Live appearances. And even in the demo, she doubled them combined in the demo. So when we're talking about who needs to stay, who needs to go, I want everybody to be realistic. Let's be realistic. Turn your brain on, turn it on. Let's be realistic. When you see something like this across your screen and the people are giving you the number, let's be realistic. One Teresa or a whole other cast of people. That's what it really boils down to, because she is the ratings draw. She is the Real Housewives of New Jersey. That's my opinion. You know, you can call in and tell me what you think. You can comment in the group chat section. You can hit us up on Twitter or Instagram and let us know what you think. But as far as I am concerned, when I see this, baby, what's the tea? What's really going on? All right, let's get right on into it. Hey, everybody in the group chat, how y'all doing? I know that's right. Let's just get right into it. Let's just be honest for once. Let's be real. Let's keep it all the way real. Okay, give me 1 second, cause child, you know y'all are saying, Chase, we like Melissa, we like Mar. Okay, okay. Well, if you like them, how come you don't watch them and support them in anything? The people need to know. If you like these girls, how come you're not watching them? How come you're not supporting them in anything that they're doing? Can somebody tell me that? Let me go ahead to the group chat before I go ahead and get started and see who all is in the group chat. Because those ratings, when you look at, when you take another break, baby, that's what's going on. That's the bottom line. because Stone Cold said so. Because Teresa Giudice said so. She's the bottom line. So, I mean, Sean said they need to get rid of everyone. Okay. That's gonna be the only way that it work. If you're not gonna if you're gonna get rid of Teresa, you might as well get rid of everybody because nobody's tuning in to watch Marge and Melissa. I'm sorry. The ratings have proved, we always come up here and we give our opinions back and forth, but there's a common phrase: men lie and all the women lie, whatever. But the numbers don't lie. The cars never lie. I know that's right. What's up, Beyonce? I know you watch her, girl. You know Beyonce watch. No Chaser TV though. You know what I'm saying? All right. So we start the show off with the montage as we always do. And is it me or does Danielle really put you in the mind of like season one Teresa with her kids whenever you see her with her daughter? Um, she really puts me in that mindset. She could be fun. I want to like her, but I don't. I don't like her. And we're going to get into why. I was gonna wait to the breakdown. Let me just tell you guys why I don't see it for Danielle. I don't see it for Danielle because yes, if you feel like the people set you up, that is a conversation that needs to be had because these are supposed to be my friends, my sisters, my best friends to the very end, and but nobody made you do it. And until I get that piece of accountability from her, and until she says that I did it too, just as you guys say that Melissa was collateral damage, Melissa was collateral damage because I did it to spray Marge because Marge dogged me and my family out all last season and made me cry on every scene that we were in together. And I did it to get back to her and let her know, you're not the only one, bitch, who can go ahead and get it started. I can too. Until I get that from her, I have nothing for Miss Danielle. Nothing. Not only on top of that, the way that she treats service workers, as I told you guys last week or the week before, I'm not a fan of how she called Lena like nothing. That's not cool. And so her character has shown A, that she lacks accountability, which just about everybody on the show lacks accountability, by the way. I'm not blind to that. But I was liking Danielle last season, and now I'm seeing that she lacks accountability, which is a major deduction. And in the way that she treats people is a major deduction. And you haven't been on the show but 2 seasons yourself. And from what the people saying, this your last season because allegedly, I think we got Demisio in the room. Demisio, give me allegedly before I get ready to get to talking and get in trouble. Allegedly, give me allegedly. I know that's right, WCO. Hey, because allegedly your breath stank and you done spent all your Bravo money already on plastic surgeries and getting whatever, what's her husband's name? I forgot her husband's name. Getting that man titties lifted up and all this stuff. Child, please. Anyway, but she does remind me of Teresa with her daughters. That's what the point was. Hey Antonio, Antonia is taking up business management while she just enrolled into university, but she would not be taking up franchising envy. I think she's going to do well in business. I really do. Ooh, I hope Envy doing better than those ratings that Melissa Gorga put up for Watch What Happens Live because, good lord, there's nothing to write home about. Melissa and Joe are talking about Danielle asking Jen and Teresa, did they set her up? So, yet another scene where Melissa's talking about Teresa. Y'all, let's just have some hard conversations. Let's have some hard conversations. If you say you want nothing to do with your sister in law, why are you giving her life talking about her at every turn? Your sister and your sister in law, why are you giving her life? I pay her as it does. It has nothing to do with me. I don't care. And I pivot to a new feud and a new storyline and show the people that I have something else going on that's interesting outside of Teresa. And it's just not landing this season. Just like those ratings did not land on Watch What Happens Live. It's not landing. Y'all talk about Teresa an awful lot for people who say they don't need her for a storyline. They don't need her to be interesting. They don't write off hotels. And the very first actual scene of the show, the first thing that comes out of your mouth is about Teresa. Turn it on. Anywho, Jackie says that she wants to be surrounded by nice people, and so she pulls up on Teresa. Now, Jackie, you landed on thick, sister. I just got to be honest. You landed on a little too thick for me. Like, I get it. I get that you're your own girl and you're doing your own thing, but surrounded by nice people, I would say that yes, Teresa probably is more fun than Marge. Is anybody who was a real housewife actually nice? I don't know. Maybe they're nice to each other because they're real housewives, but I think that they all have an underlying current of alpha. Like they don't play. Okay, I interviewed Cynthia Bailey, and Cynthia Bailey is nice. Don't get me wrong, but even Cynthia Bailey, who is perceived to be the weakest and meekest amongst the Real Housewives of Atlanta, when I did her interview, she was very, very on time, very prompt, very matter of fact. And this is what it is. When I interviewed Portia, this is what it was. We got two questions. I don't know. Portia said we got two questions, like very straight to the point. So we get it, girl. We get it. And you know what? I'm not. At first, I was mad because I was just like, "Girl, now you doing too much with this whole nice thing with Teresa." But I mean, honestly, when you put Teresa next to Marge, I want to go to Teresa's house too. I got to be honest. I can't. I just can't. First of all those colors in Marge's house and all that furniture, just it's just the house full of ick. Okay. And we're going to sit there and do strategies. We're going to sit there and design war maps and plot, So when you're over here at 200 hours and she's over here at 3 o'clock, then at 4 o'clock, you got to be over here. So when I come over here at 4:30, she will be ready to get ambushed at 4:45. I ain't got time to be devising no war strategy with you, bitch. What a clock tells that. And then something pop off. But all this strategy and you inviting the girls over for sushi to get a reunion plan, it just seemed too much for me. I'm not living. I don't live. Um, Melissa and Joe are surprised that Jackie and Teresa are now getting together. Both parties talk about Sherlock Holmes, which is now Marge, which I thought was hilarious. Sherlock. I can just see her now. Be very, very quiet. We hunting Teresa. Like, Sherlock Holmes is not appropriate. Elmer Fudd. She's like the Elmer Fudd of investigations on Bravo because, like, it's backlash all the way around. It never works. It never falls through. And now, because of her part, because I want you to hear me say her part, because she's not alone, but because of her part, she has contributed to us not getting a reunion. So, I mean, in the words of the Clock Sisters, is this season in vain? Like, I mean, I come up here every week to give you girls the tea because the people have asked me to do so. But what are we watching? What are we doing? What is the end game if we don't get the reunion? I don't know. But allegedly, it was Marge and Melissa's people who were the reasons why Bravo had to force and come out with that announcement early because, trust me, they weren't going to announce it until the end of the season that there would be no reunion. But allegedly, they leaked it. That's alleged. I don't know. So now we ain't getting a reunion. And Elmer Fudd is on the case. Get you out of here. Get off of my TV screen. As Nikki, as a content creator named Nikki that said, get off of my TV. Teresa says she just wanted Jackie to stand up for herself and really, and that she's really seen her growth over the last 2 weeks that they've been out. Now, I really was trying to wrap my head around what Teresa is saying, and I'm gonna ask y'all, and I'm gonna go look in the group chat and see in a little bit. Is Teresa saying that she knew all along that Marge was dog walking Jackie? Marge was allegedly responsible for the Evan rumor because her husband was the one who confirmed it, and that got glossed over. And Jackie just decided to continue to be mad at only Teresa when she should have been mad at Marge for introducing the rumor to the fucking group in the first place. But I digress. And so therefore, she wanted to see her stand up for herself because you can stand up to me, but you can't stand up to the bitch that's really out here putting out your business. If it wasn't for her, we wouldn't know that you don't even want to give your man fellatio. Right? I had a joke. I'm not gonna say it. It's pretty bad. I'm learning. I am growing. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna say it. But is that what Teresa is saying? And it just really gagged me that she only noticed it within the last 2 weeks. So when the cameras went, I was like, oh, okay, okay, I noticed what's going on. Okay, bitch, you your own bitch now in these last 2 weeks. Everybody is lying. Everybody's picking sides. And everybody's trying to save their job. One side of the couch, Team Marge, Elmer Fudd's team is trying to push the people out of the show, thinking they could do a show without Teresa. And the other side, if people are jumping over to Teresa's side so they can make sure that if anything goes down, because Elmer Fudd is on that bullshit and they all know it, and they all know they can't do it without Teresa, that they're gonna have a job because they're still connected to her because they saw they saw the Watch What Happens Live ratings and was like, oh hell no. Oh hell no, I don't think Elmer Fudd thought this one through. So let me go ahead and make sure I'm cool with Teresa just in case it's a cash shakeup. And I can say I'm still cool with the bitch. Everybody ain't slow. Let me see what the people saying real quick before I move on to the next one. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm getting more comfortable up here by myself, y'all. I can do it. I'm every woman. Let me see what y'all say. I'm gonna turn my camera off to see what y'all saying though, because I can't read the comments. I'll be like this, as Asia said last night on live. Thank y'all for supporting our live tea session. Me, Asia, and Chad. We'll probably be doing more sometime in the future, and it'll probably be a revolving guest door. Just up here gabbing on Monday nights. What the people saying? No, come on, Shantae. Of course not. Yes. Hey, Latasha Collins. Teresa and Jen Aiden are always kikiing and laughing at events while the ops have their faces screwed up. Baby, them faces have officially been chopped and screwed down to the thing. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? I'm gonna need to get a picture up here because I go off camera too much because y'all know I can't damn see. Jackie is laid it on thick, but I'm here for it anyway. I don't know if I'm here for it anyway, but I mean, I see you and I get you. But I really feel like when it comes to these girls and Teresa, if they survive a cast shakeup, like hypothetically speaking, the cast is like Teresa, Jim Fessler, and Jackie. Jackie's gonna turn on her next season because Teresa has a habit of hanging on to people longer than she probably should. So, oh, thank you. Thank you, Shantae. I don't see a comment, but thank you for the super sticker. Y'all can go ahead and get super stickers and super chats and stuff like that. And super let me know that you're super like what I'm super the fuck doing up here. Okay. Thank you, Shantae. All right, let's go ahead. Rachel and Marge are on the phone. So of course John Fuda comes down and gets his air camera time. Because girls just cannot have girl talk. Please let me know if John Fuda is in the intro and got a meatball and I had missed it and he's up there. But that job chopped and screwed as well. I would be so done with this show. Um, but of course, he has to sit down and get the teas because he doesn't have things to do. He doesn't have any cars to park at this time. So he sits down and he gets the tea. Um, Rachel says that at the event that they just had, that Teresa clarified that she did not call John a present day drug dealer, but she did call him a present day parking attendant. I know that's right, Teresa. Read, girl, read. That was some nasty work. That was some nasty work, Teresa Judice. I'm pretty sure somebody fed that to her because that was nasty even for Teresa. That was good. All right, so Dolores and Paulie are having dinner, and excuse me, Dolores and Paulie are having dinner, and Dolores is hangry, honey, and she lets Paulie know that she doesn't want to be engaged until he gets divorced. She's frustrated because he told her he would be divorced in 2022. They were filming this season in 2023, and he still has not gotten a divorce. Dolores is suffering from a severe case of deja vu because her boyfriend before Paulie wanted to get engaged and move into a house, and she said no. And this time she went with her heart instead of her head, and our common damn sense, and got in. Got moved in with Paulie before an engagement, a divorce, or a wedding actually ever happened. So Dolores says that maybe she's going to have to rethink this, and she's really trying to give it to Polly. And was it me, or was I the only one surprised that Polly was giving it back to her ass? Polly was like, "Well, if you don't want me, don't talk to me. Go ahead and free yourself. There's the door. If you don't want me, well, you know I'm going through this divorce. I'm going through, but Portia, I'm going through a goddamn divorce. Okay, that was the Portia quiet. I don't know. Anyway, he is going through a GD divorce. And if you don't want him, do not talk to him. And I don't like how you flip the tables on her. At the end of the day, the long and the short of it is you said it was going to be something and it's not. And then when I ask you what it is, you say, well, I'm not going to say it's COVID. So if it isn't COVID, spit it out and tell me why you won't get a divorce from the bitch. Well, divorces normally take 3 years. You must got a lot of money. Because divorces don't take no 3 years unless there's a lot of assets, a lot of, back and forth between the attorneys about what is and what ain't. No sort of marital agreement before the marriage was entered into. It's just like a lot, and it's not making any sense to me. It's not adding up. And honestly, I know they say everybody plays the fool. Everybody plays the fool sometimes. But Dolores, you look like a big old idiot because, again, why are you continuously attaching yourself to men who are not 100% available to you? You had a long-standing friendship with your ex-husband, Frankie. There was a lot of love there. But because you guys were divorced and the romance was dead and you entered into a friendship, you guys stayed together, you co-parented the children, you did whatever was in the best interest for you and your family, which is to be commended, I guess. However, that man was not 100% available to you and you stayed attached to him for years. Then you got with David. It was off again, on again, as far as when is the engagement going to happen? Are you going to get married? I'm not really looking for marriage. Well, maybe I can get married. He wants to move in. You do not. You knew these things going into the relationship, or you found them out and you stayed regardless past its expiration date because he was not what? 100% available to you. And now Polly is sitting here telling you, I am not 100% available to you in the way that you would like for me to be. And if you're not willing to wait, if you do not want me, do not talk to me. A man literally just soft broke up with your ass on camera and you're still with him. Why are you attached to men who are not 100% available to you? You're gorgeous, you're beautiful, you have your own money. I don't really understand what that issue is. I don't really know if that's something from childhood that's unaddressed, but you're going to have to tap in with oneself and figure out why you continuously attach yourself to people, to men, excuse me, who are not 100% available to you. I'm not saying that a man needs to be perfect. Nobody is perfect. I'm not saying that a man needs to be everything. Well, yeah, he do. I am saying that. He needs to be what you want. He needs to be what you want. And you look the fool. I got to be honest with you. I don't know how to mince my words. Y'all know I'm trying up here. I'm by myself. I don't know how to mince my words. You look the fool. You absolutely look the fool because yet again, you have given away the milk. Oh, wait, you have given away the. You have given away. Don't what is it? Don't give away the cow. Okay, yeah, he getting the milk for free. So why would he want to buy you cow? Move your ass to another man. I had to think that out. I had nobody able to help me. I had nobody else to help me. So Danielle has a scene skip. Be skipping. I don't care. You mad? Be mad. I'm skipping Danielle's scene. Who cares? March hostess is a golf outing with her minions. I meant to say the hardest workers that she knows in that friend group. While Jennifer Fessler and Jennifer Aiden are meeting up for drinks and having fun. A novel concept. A novel concept. And when they say girls like, that's why I had to ease up off of Jackie. I think she used the word nice and she just should have said, I just want to have fun this season. I don't really want to be involved in no bullshit. I want to get drunk, dance on the table, and make connections and meet people and enjoy the rest this new chapter of my life. While I'm turning the chapters in my book, writing chapters in my book, I'm also writing chapters in my life because I want to have fun and I don't want to be with Elmer Fudd hunting down bitches all the time. Oh my God. Jennifer Fessler and Jennifer Aiden were having fun, having drinks, and Melissa tells the group that she invited Jackie to her housewarming, and Marge says that's good because if you didn't, Jackie would be on a dark downward spiral and blame you for it, Melissa. And I just thought, listen, obviously there's something else, and I'm glad Jackie came out recently and said there were some things that happened before cameras went up because this is so mean and so nasty, so unnecessary, and just so gross on so many levels. First of all, you're alluding to the fact that Jackie has mental health issues, and then you make fun of that. What a low down, nasty, dirty, disgusting, conniving bitch. That is gross. Don't you ever, even if you're not my friend, you don't have to go everywhere, Marge. Marge, go everywhere. There's not one table left unflipped. There's not one stone left unturned. There's not one piece of shade not unthrown. She is gross. And it even makes it look worse because not only do we not know if you're just not tuned into social media, because there are a lot of people who do not get on Twitter and scroll the hashtags all day and get the tea all day unless they come up here and no chase the TV, which you guys can do. Make sure that you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, send a bitch a super chat if you want to, okay? But not everybody does that. So they only know what comes on this show for the months that it airs. So if you watch the first episode and then you're watching it to episode 6 and she throws out a bomb like that, you're like, this bitch is disgusting. Then last week before that, she threw out the bomb, or the week before that, she was talking about the girl mama. No wonder why you know what? No wonder why she said Teresa's the nicest bitch on the show and I pulled her up to her house to have fun. No wonder. Because with friends like that, I'd rather kiki with the enemy. Marge, you cannot blame nobody but yourself when these girls start jumping ship. That's gross. And this is why Teresa said what she said at the beginning of the episode about I wanted you to stand up for yourself. And it wasn't until 2 weeks ago I realized that you was your own woman because you continued to stay with a person who continued to dog you. Look how she dogging you and y'all even fell out that bad yet. The fallout hasn't even been that bad. It's been disagreements, maybe a blow up or two, because don't do it. Don't do it. I mean, Jacob looking for her moment, don't do it. But um nothing has been that bad to warrant the mom dig. Nothing has been that bad to warrant this dig. I'm sorry, I don't play when it comes to anything like mental health. That is so hard to feel like you're by yourself when you're going through a mental health struggle. Then you tell your friend, a bitch that's supposed to be your friend, and then what does she do? As soon as you do the first thing that she don't like, she goes and runs you down. And that's why that bitch was your friend for all those years. Jackie is so smart, right? I just find it so hard to believe that she did not believe that Marge was the one that started the rumor when we even have it on camera that her husband said that she was the one who started the fucking rumor. And I think it was her husband, and I think it was Frank who said it, Frank Sr. who said it as well. So, like, Jackie's not stupid. That means that lady got a lot of tea on a lot of people, and it's much better to go along and get along than to go against her because she's nasty like that. Because you haven't even did anything, and that's what you said out your mouth. You low down dirty bitch. And I don't even talk about women like this. But this is not a man thing. This is not a woman thing. This is not a they thing. This is not a them thing. This is you being a shitty person thing. That's what that's about. And at this point, it's not about man, woman, they, them, gender, color, assign, none of that. It's about who you are on the inside. And the inside of you is just as rotten as that drooping ass face on the outside. You dirty pig. I'm back. I'm sorry. That was gross. And she deserved to get wide for that. That was gross. That was nasty, y'all. I'm finna break the rest of this down, but let me just back away from that for a little bit. Let me go into the group chat and see what y'all saying, because that was gross. I don't live at all for that. I am so sorry. I just really just was finna really wear her out, like really wear her out, and I just had to take her because you see how nasty of a person when you go around and you talk about filth and you're going around kicking around the trash, it kicks up and gets on you because I almost became her. Can't let her do it to me. I can't let her do it to me. No, ma'am. I can't let her do it to me. Give me 5 seconds, y'all. Because I know she lying talking about that lady mental health with your stinking ass. Ooh, okay. Demisio ain't right. Demisio ain't right. No, Jackie got mad because she wasn't getting invited to events. So that's was Jackie mad at Marge and Melissa. It goes deeper than just that, baby. I just explained all of that to you. Yeah, that's the surface level event, surface level. But I mean, when we're talking about she's mad, she's not getting invited to events. Let's be honest with you. I can't rock with Jackie. Excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. I can't rock with Jackie about not being invited to events because the event that I know that she was not invited to, that I can recall at least, was what's that lady name? Danielle was phone was in the words of Antonio Dragon Breath Danielle, who they not getting along with. So if Dragon Breath don't invite you to the event, girl, you're gonna have to get over that one, sister. I ain't got nothing to do with that. All right, y'all, I'm good. I was finna wear her out. I was finna go there, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that to catch myself because, baby, that little one, that excuse me, that wonderful 199 that Shantae sent in. Thank you so much. YouTube would have definitely took that and kicked me off the platform, child. And I don't know what I would have did because I'm just starting that. Um, mm, mm, mm. Jennifer Aiden is going to the housewarming, and Jennifer Fessler is happy to hear that. Aiden says she hasn't told Teresa that she's going to the housewarming, only that she was thinking about going. And she says that while Teresa probably, while Teresa says that she doesn't care, there's a part of her deep down that probably is disappointed that Jen's going. And I don't even know if now I'm talking not about the scene, not the scene, but I'm talking. I don't even know so much if it's that she's upset that Jen is like going and consulting with the enemy, but I think that it's just like I feel left out. My best friend going over a bitch house I don't like. I don't want to be a hovering best friend and tell her not to go over there. But and I also want to put trust in my friend. And if my friend says she's going somewhere and they're not going to talk about me and they're just going to do their own thing, that's fine. But a part of me too will kind of be like, everybody has a part of them that's kind of like, dang, I wish you wouldn't go. You want to go get a drink, have fun like we normally do. But I get it. This girl is also trying to save her job because she has been accused for years of being Teresa's number one soldier. So it is very important for her in her story and her character arc to prove that while she is a good friend to Teresa, she is her own person. So I do understand why she needs to go, even from a show standpoint and from a contract standpoint. I need to go to show these people I can, navigate these situations without Teresa. Makes sense to me. Hey to the people, how y'all doing? All right. So, they talk about the bougie dinner or the bougie brunch or whatever it is, and Aiden tells Fessler about Danielle asking them being Teresa and Jen, what she set up, and then Jennifer Aiden just says very point blank to the period, nobody made her go and do that. Number one. Number two, I specifically told her not to say anything. Now, people were saying that while Aiden told her not to say anything. They told her knowing that she was going to deliver that bomb. They don't know her. I don't know you. I'm telling you, you in the room, we talking, but I don't know if I tell you something, you're going to run back and tell, but now I do because you went back and told the lady after I told you not to. And the reason why you told the lady is because Marge was wearing your ass out all last season, and that wasn't the only time that you debated telling her. That was just the time that you decided to do so. because it was at least 2 to 3 times last season where she debated, should I really tell her this? Because everybody knows it's Marge, and Marge is the problem in this group, and da 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 da. Marge is the one who's spreading all these rumors around and doing this and doing that. So should I go ahead and tell her? You said that multiple times during the season. So yes, nobody made you do it, and that is the accountability piece that is missing. You gotta be just as hard on yourself and be like, well, I mean, at the end of the day, while I do feel like maybe I was set up because they knew and they didn't tell me they knew, and they had these conversations, I also feel like, damn, maybe if I would have kept my mouth shut, none of this would happen in the first place. But whatever. And so then that Aiden tells Fessler that um sorry guys, Aiden tells Fessler that Lena, was kicked out of the VVIP, and Fessler's like, what? Oh my God, that's horrible. She's a horrible bitch. And I'm like, I like you, Fessler, because Fessler gets what I get, and what we get is you don't treat people like that who come and do your hair for free. If you come and do any service for me, you want something to drink? The maintenance man came over today, y'all. He fixed my light. I almost gave him some coochie. I'm just saying. Do you want some coochie for that? Because the way you fixed that light was big, strong hands. That's Southern hospitality. Get you some lemonade, get you some coochie, fix the light, then you go. I appreciate you. See you next. Oh, the other light out tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow, right? Okay. I guess the Southern hospitality does not extend to Staten Island or Long Island because the bitch don't even stay in New Jersey, allegedly, apparently. I don't know where she stay. I don't care. All I know is she needs to get a breath mint because the people are all over social media saying that she treats service workers like trash and her breath stink. That's what the people saying allegedly. I don't know it. Danielle, if you got a little bit money, a little bit of your Bravo money left, if you haven't allegedly spent it all, go ahead and go to the doctor and figure out what's going on the inside that's making it come out on the outside. Word to the wise, boo. All right, so Dolores tells them that Paulie asked her if she thought that he was going to marry her immediately after he gets divorced. And then and he was nasty about it. He was nasty about it. I'm sorry, he was nasty. And then Marge now says, y'all, Marge says, listen, I got married after a week after my divorce, so I don't know what he's waiting on. That's because he was fucking him for 5 years. Are you? I'd have been sitting there like, don't nobody think this crazy? Yeah, you got married a week. You was cheating on a man for 5 years, allegedly. That's why your children don't like you, allegedly. According to Danielle, Staub, and everybody else with authority in your face. Your children don't mess with you because you allegedly was cheating on their daddy for 5 years. And then you got married a week later, you idiot. But you're sitting up here crying over the man. I don't even think, let me just say something about that too, about that storyline. I don't think it's so much that she's grieving. I don't think she's so much grieving Jan and all that stuff like she's saying. I think that it's now sitting with her, and when he passed, I think that hit her. Uh, what she did as far as the way that she got out of that marriage and how she treated him during it allegedly, and I think that's what she's grieving and that's what she's sorry about and that's what she's somber about because she did him dirty. She did him dirty as hell. I almost said that for her. She did him dirty, and I think that is what's tearing her up on the inside because now you can't make peace. I mean, they did make peace according to her, but I mean, she's also a fountain of misinformation, just spouting out lies, spouting out lies, spouting out lies. And all I'm gonna believe him is Sean. Hey, Sean. But I think that's what it is. That's a hurt that you cannot repair because even if a person forgives you when they pass, you think of the good and the bad, right? And all the times you had in between. And when you get to that bad, and the bad is that you allegedly cheated on your husband for 5 years, your children don't speak to you because of it, and then you get married a week later, that's some hard truth to reckon with. But you're gonna pay for it on the front end or the back end, right? So while she was living it up, she wasn't paying on the front end. Now that he's gone, she's paying for it on the back end. And I think honestly, I don't know how she's going to resolve that one, you guys. I mean, I think I want to be. I do think that she, of course, is grieving and mourning the loss of him. But I think the circumstances around their situation and their relationship, I think that's also taking a toll on her because she was dead ass wrong for what she did. I don't give a damn if she allegedly did what she said that she did. I'm just saying alleged because I'm not really clear on the facts. 100% because it's Marge and she'll say one thing one day and say another the next. But I am clear that she did do that. I'm just not clear for the length of the duration or the duration. However, I think that's what's kicking her ass. Danielle is at Fashion Week showing bougie kids, and I'll be honest with you, I did watch some of the episode, but I recapped it today right before I went on air, and I fell asleep during her portion. That was like the best 2 or 3 minutes I got of sleep. So whatever happened during the bougie kids, we'll talk about it next week because I really don't give a shit, and I didn't want to go back and get it. So whatever. Paulie sets up a meeting with the Ruellas. Oh, that's gonna wear me out. The Ruellas and the Foodas. And John says that he wants a public apology. He wants Teresa to go to City Hall, call a press conference, like Karen Huger did, and go ahead and apologize to him publicly. Um, so Paulie goes back and tells Louie that he's expecting an apology, and they set up the meeting. Rachel feels that Teresa weaponized John's past in order to hurt them, and John thinks that Louie is not only a narcissist who likes to be in control by knowing everyone's past and their situations, but that he also um, accuses John Fuda being a drug dealer because Louis is projecting and Louis must be a drug dealer as well. Now I get that everyone has the opportunity to like who they like. But after what we've seen this episode and what we're going to get into in the next few moments, after what we've seen in this episode and what we're going to get into in the next few moments, you can honestly sit here and tell me that y'all stand Marge, Rachel, and John Fuda. Like, you can honestly sit there and tell me that. Because if you can, I am judging you, but I'm gonna love you still. But I'm just be like, she look crazy. Well, she look crazy, but okay. Um, mm. Huh? Maybe he called you a drug dealer because you used to be one. What are you? What? What did that do with him doing? Why he got to be dealing drugs now? Huh? Turn it on. Man. Teresa doesn't want to bring out the old Teresa, and John Fuda thinks it's gonna be a fight because Teresa is not rational. Rational. So both parties are going into this thing sitting on ready. We got to be fair. Teresa says she don't want to bring out the old Teresa, meaning that if he do one thing wrong, she's gonna bring out. She's gonna pull out the stick. Yeah, you know. And John Fuda says that he already knows it's not going to go good, so he's already going in with bad thoughts and negative intentions into this. And both of them are guilty of that. So we got to be honest. Both couples finally meet, and Louis asks where should they start. John Fuda comes in with a chip on his shoulder and says, I'm not starting. You start. You start. You start. You started. You started. Let me ask the question: is John Fuda really Italian? Because someone in the group chat let me know if he's Italian. Because you know, in the words of Teresa Judice, this fake gangster act that he got going on, he's giving like he's about as Italian as Olive Garden. This fake gangster shit. We don't get off of my TV. How y'all doing? We good? Y'all rocking with me? Y'all know I'm up here by myself tonight. All right, take a sip of your drink. That's what that means. Because when you see that, take a sip of that drink, baby. All right. Mm, mm, mm. Teresa says that she never had a problem with the Foodas. And Rachel says that she doesn't feel like Teresa ever really wanted to be her friend. I'm already exhausted. Teresa says, well, when you're close to certain people in a friend group, it sometimes makes it hard for you to get to know other people if the person that you're close to is at odds with the other people in the friend group. Makes perfect sense. The Foodas say, no, that's not the case, because if that was the case and they listen to other people, they wouldn't be there because nobody wants them there. And Teresa was like, okay, like, okay, yeah, she here. So what is that about? Like, but I get what they're trying to say. We made up our own mind and we decided that you did not like us because that's just what we came to the conclusion to, even though we had limited interaction last season until I brought a manila envelope to the reunion, and didn't use the manila envelope that I brought. I just brought it. I just brought it. I just brought it. And I got it right here. I got it right here, and never opened it, never used it, not even once. Jen Fessler was like, womp womp, I'm throwing tomatoes, I'm throwing meatballs. Get it out of here. You guys talked all the big talk, had me over to the house for sushi, had Emma Fudd, Hood and Teresa Judice, and y'all didn't do none of that shit y'all was talking about. Teresa clarifies that she never called John a drug dealer present day, and then she apologizes if he heard that she called him a drug dealer present day. John Fuda hears that she apologizes and says he wants to know if she understands subject verb agreement, and it's Teresa Judice, and everybody knows she don't understand no damn subject verb agreement. So what are we even doing wasting our time with that? She just apologized. John then says that he didn't hear an apology and he came to get one, and he wants one. So Teresa says, I don't know if you heard me, but I just apologized. And again, I apologize for saying what I said. Once he hears that she apologizes twice, John Fuda then moves the goalpost and says it's not the line on the goalpost and says it's not genuine. I don't accept it. I don't want it. And what right do you have bringing up something from my past 20 years ago? As Rachel likes to say, it was when he happened when he was 17. It allegedly did not happen when he was 17. It allegedly happened when he was in his early 20s. And let's just talk about this drug dealer thing, right? Let's just talk about it, right? I don't care. And the reason why I don't care is because while he was a drug dealer, if he's not currently a drug dealer, then to me, it has no bearing on or weight on his person today. He's not a drug dealer today. That happened 20 years ago. A person can do something today and wake up tomorrow and be reformed and never do it again. You see what I'm saying? So I don't live in the past. You know, we sometimes we live for tomorrow, but we can't worry about tomorrow. We can only worry about today. So if you was a drug dealer yesterday, you wake up today and you say, I'm no longer a drug dealer, I'm reformed, I pay my debt to society, and I'm not doing it, then okay, let's move on. And I'm just talking about drug dealers in general. It does not, I do understand that they, you know, put things into the community that are not great for the community. We can get into that. We can break that down. I'm not saying I don't care about what they do to our community. What I'm saying is if a person has paid their debt to society, they've moved on, they are no longer that person, I don't hold you to what you did 20 years ago. Teresa Giudice, we're going to get into that. But, her and that mortgage thing, it wasn't good. It wasn't nice. It wasn't, great that she did that. But if she paid and is actively paying her debt to society and hasn't done it again, I'm not holding her to that. I'm a little bit more forgiving than people because if I ever fucked up in life, y'all, please forgive me. I want grace. I've forgiven myself, but I also want you to forgive me too. If I have done you wrong, if I have done some shit that was wrong, and I have done what I have done to rectify myself, redeem myself, that's my past, and I'm not that bitch no more. So that can't shake me like it's shaking John Fuda. It can't shake me, baby, because that ain't me. You talking about the old me, boo. What Ron Nitty say? You talking about what was, let's talk about what's now. Mr. Garage up and see the new chase. See the new bitch. Not the old bitch. Because that's not me. I don't live there anymore. I don't even live where I was 5 seconds ago. I'm not that bitch who I was 5 seconds ago. Now, I am that bitch who I was about 15 minutes ago when I was cussing um, what the name is? Margaret. I stand 10 toes down on that. I ain't gonna come off of that. I'm that same bitch who did that. But I'm just saying, like, that whole drug thing is weak, it's tired, it's delayed. And, I'm over it. I really am over it. I'm over it. I really am. And I'm over it because it's not the read that you think it is. And the only reason why it was brought out and read back is because your wife was going around, your ex wife or the baby mom was going around telling everybody your business because you got on camera talking about how she was low down, dirty, a deadbeat on drugs and all that stuff. And then what you went ahead and did again on this episode, which I thought was furthermore disgusting, was talk about how she ran into a pole with you or some shit like that. I didn't even write it down. About how they ran into a pole or something like that, and you broke your finger and she's still on drugs or something like that. And Teresa being on this show for 14 seasons, having feuded with her family for at least 12 of those 14 seasons, off and on again, all types of family strife and drama, and knows that this stuff lives on forever and it affects the children, says, hey, let's not bring that up. Let's not talk about her like that. I don't think it's not cool. Don't do it. I don't care. I don't care. That's what I want to say. She's his mother. And then Rachel swoops in and says, I'm his mother. Let me tell you about you something about you, bitch. Yes, you are his mother, but she is too. And if somebody is struggling and is down on my luck, back against the wind, if they're struggling, they're down on their luck, back against the wind, trying to make it, no way to win, and you get on camera and you say that nasty shit about her while she is down on her luck, back against the wind, trying to make it, no way to win, and you say some shit like that, that is gross. Because whether you like it or not, that's his mama too. And so the respect that you would deserve, you think that you would deserve as his mother, Rachel, she deserves it as well, whether she's there or not, because she birthed them into the world and left the opportunity for you to come in and be a good mother to him. Come on, you guys, y'all can't do stuff like this. Imagine if somebody said, well, Rachel's a bad mom because her nose is like tooted up like that. Like she look like Cindy Lou Who. You'd be mad. You'd be mad. Anyway, I just thought it was disgusting. I'm glad Teresa pointed out not to do it. She got shut down, and I just think that we should not invalidate people who are in our life or not in our life. Listen, I'm just gonna be transparent. I have not seen nor spoken to my father, my biological father, since I was maybe like 8. I'm in my 30s now. So well over 20 years, you know. Um, but I do acknowledge that while he was not a father figure in my life, he did not raise me. I have not had any contact with him. He is the man that brought me into this world. He is my father. However, I had a stepfather before he passed away. That's my dad. You get what I'm saying? And we are smart enough as children and as adults who grow into children to recognize the truth and what it is and what it is and what it ain't and what it ain't. But I don't want you ever diminishing who he is or was because he brought me into this world. Now, anything outside of that, that could be up for discussion. You get what I'm saying? But for her to do that while that lady's struggling down on her luck, back against the wind, trying to make it, no way to win, I thought it was rather disgusting. I did. I honestly thought it was disgusting. All right, almost done with this because they had that exchange. Um, and then John Foodas says, you owe me an apology. And Teresa was like, well, bitch, you owe us an apology. You ain't apologized for what you said. You were the one who started this, first of all. And you also attempted to ruin Louie's business by spreading lies about him, and you haven't apologized. And I don't know if, like, John Foodas was all hopped up on season 1 of Real Housewives of New Jersey because the Caroline Manzo jumped out. He was like, let me tell you something about my family. We as thick as thieves, and I play by my own set of rules, and I'm getting up and I'm walking out. Teresa had enough and said, bye, John Fugazi. So, Fugazi, if y'all don't know what Fugazi means, that is a person or a thing that is fake, a fraud, or is fake. So is fake, a fake, or a fraud. I'm sorry, y'all know I can't see. That's what a Fugazi is, and that's what he is to he Fugazi, John Fugazi. That's what he is. So he hears that and starts, at least I don't, or mortgage fraud. You're the poster child for mortgage fraud, and when I need my money laundered, I call you. I mean, listen, I get what the read was, but it fell flat because if they were good at money laundering, they would have got away with it, and they didn't. So I wouldn't call her if that's what I needed to get done. And of course, Teresa yells drug dealer because now she knows that's a trigger, which is something that happened over 20 years ago. So it shouldn't be a trigger, but it is for him. And scene. I'm going to go ahead and open up the phone lines. Um, a lot of people are wondering or were mad at Louie for not doing anything. But if Louie would have batted an eyelash, that flesh and that skin would have got all red, and everybody would have said, "Well, Louie was doing the Louie," and he that was masterfully played. Although I will say this, John Fuda is not a drug dealer, but he is a bitch. Because why is he talking to a woman like that? And I applaud Louis for playing the game, but he's a better man than I ever would have been because me and John would have got to fighting at the table. I don't play that. Don't you ever talk to her like that. Don't you ever talk to my woman, my world, my anything like that. I don't give a damn what's going on. The best stuff we tried to play it cool, babe. You apologize. It was clearly a setup. Not a setup, but it was clearly planned that they were going to apologize whether they agreed to it or not. And they were going to give them that apology that they needed so they could move forward and get these crazy ass people off their back once and for all. But John and Rachel did not want to get off their back because they got two apologies and continue to still want to argue and fight. So I honestly do not think that they saw the apology coming from Teresa, especially twice, because Rachel was really caught off guard. And if you looked at Rachel really closely, like she was like, okay, we got the apology. Can we be friends, like girl? But your man ruined it because he wants to be head meatball in charge. And you're not. You're not a real housewife of New Jersey. You're not. First of all, you don't have the face for it. And we got some boo wolves on this cast. Okay. Let me go ahead and open up the phone lines and see what y'all saying. Phone lines are open. Go ahead and give us a call. Let us know what you think. Come talk to me for a little bit because I literally have been up here for like 45 minutes to almost an hour talking to myself. Somebody, please come talk to me. Demicio, wait. Let's see if we get some callers first. If not, and I know you got something you want to say, come on up and talk to me, baby, okay? And thank you, Demicio, for running the show like you do and getting those comments up. Thank you, Shantae, again for the super chat. I don't really know who's in the room because y'all know I can't see, but I want to thank everybody for being in the room. Antonio, Shantae, um, Sean, of course, is that TKC on Jersey night? Hey, TKC. Hey, Mel NYC. Love, love, love. Hey, B Honey. Hey, everybody. Thank y'all for supporting. Um, well, I don't know if anybody's going to call in. So, DeBCO, if you have any thoughts, come on and give them to me. Okay, DeBCO. Who was P. Huckafuda? Hey, P. Huckafuda. Wow, 75 people in here rocking me talking to myself. I appreciate y'all. Well, I'll just say this before we go. I'm gonna just say this. This is like what the third Rachel versus Teresa, or like Foodas versus Judice Ruelas moment that we've had on the show. Um, and why everybody says I need the people to be loud because everybody who said that Rachel won the last one, whether y'all feel like she won the last one, I feel like that's a little debatable. But Teresa definitely won this one, and that's where I'm at. They got outclassed. They got outclassed by a veteran housewife. Hey, caller, introduce yourself and tell me what you're thinking.
Hi, I'm Chanel. Can you hear me?
I can. Hey, Chanel, how are you?
I'm well. I'm well. Okay. Well, I'm so glad I finally found someone who black who Team Teresa
Oh,
because they be eating my girl up on these YouTube streets. But I just want to
really?
say I would completely agree with all your takes on Teresa. But my biggest thing, like I love that Louis did not say anything this episode. He just sat back and let John Fuda make a fool of himself because he damn if he do, he damn if he don't. And I don't get how everybody be on Louis head so tough when all these men, especially Joe, which I've never forgave him how he showed Danielle's sex tape to a table full of men. They want to paint Louis this bad guy, but he never done anything like that.
And you know what, Chanel? I think it needs to be examined. Um, Joe Gorga's relationship with sex and just being wholly inappropriate as a whole. At this point, it's over. It's tired. It's delayed. It is not 2003. It's not 1993 anymore. We are 2024, and he needs to grow up. It is over. It's dead. I'm over it.
Yeah, I'm over it too. But I just wanted to call in, say I support your channel. I
Oh,
subscribed. I'll be watching all of your little reviews because when I tell you, I'll be scrolling it to everybody else looking at it. And as soon as they say something about Teresa, I'll be like, click, let me get off. So,
oh, Lord
and I
Jesus.
love all your other reviews as well. And keep it,
Thank you.
doing all the great work. Keep it up. I pray for your channel. I pray over you. And just, know that God got you. And I just hope that, because you hilarious to me. So I hope everybody see what I see in you as well.
Girl, get off my shelf before you make me cry. Thank you,
All
Chanel.
right, have a good one.
Thank you so much, Chanel. Oh, y'all know I get up here and get the crying child. I've never cried so much in my life, by the way, until I started this damn channel. Thank you, Chanel, for calling in. Thank you, Demisio, for oh Lord Jesus. Thank you, Demisio. Oh, hey, Latasha. Latasha.
Hi,
Hey, how are
can you hear
you?
me?
I
Oh,
sure
I'm
can.
good. Okay, so I have thoughts,
Okay.
a lot, but I know you don't want to be on here all night, so I'm going to try to make it quick.
Okay, do
I
your
agree
thing.
with the caller before. I love this channel because everybody else, I don't know what show they're watching, but I can't take it no more with the Teresa. It's always Teresa's fault. I can't. Anyway, I have more thoughts about other stuff too, but I don't, whatever. I think that I don't know how where this is supposed to go, but I know Teresa's not going to go nowhere because like everybody's knows this is her show. She's not going nowhere, and I don't understand how everybody always talks about Louis don't got no money, he ain't got no job. When is the last time we ever seen a man on this show besides Bill Aiden go to work, do anything productive with their time? Every time we see the men, they're taking shots out of I don't want to say that on here, but we
Okay.
know what we saw. It's
You
always
know what
them
we
just
saw.
acting
You
a
know what we
fool.
saw. Yes.
So they cannot have super important jobs in the world because this would not be a good look for that professionally. But I like Jackie. I didn't used to like Jackie, but I
I
like
think
her
she's winning a
now.
lot of people over, Latasha.
I feel like she's finally seeing what we literally have been watching the entire time. We see how this happens, how these people operate, what happens when you're with them, and then the second again you do something they don't like, then they're going to throw every low blow at you. And nobody's friend does that. Not in real life. You don't do that. For the show, sure, but she's hitting things that she knows about this girl are going to bother her because she knows her. And
Yeah.
that's where it becomes she was never your friend.
Yeah.
Oh God, I have so much stuff in my head. I don't even know what else to say next.
Give me one more.
Um, yeah, all right. I don't know, but I'm not going to stay on here all night. I just
Oh,
wanted to say that.
okay. Well,
Um,
Latasha, are you Latasha Collins?
yes.
I always see you in the chat. Thank you for this. Your first time calling.
Yeah, on this channel, yes.
Yes.
I
Well, I
have
know
talked to you
I've seen you,
before,
but
but
yes, I
on
know.
this
Yeah,
channel.
but I thank you for supporting and now calling in. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, you guys have a good night.
You know, for the call me, girl. If you want to holler at me, come up here and holler at me. Okay.
All the time.
All right.
Always got something to say.
I know that's right. Well, come on and talk to me about it.
All right, good night.
Good night, Latasha. All right. Demisio, did you have anything you want to add now that you back from your smoke break? You got something you want to say? Are you good? I thought so. Come on up here, Demisio. What you got to talk about? Demisio.
Oh, I've been talking. I was on mute. I'm sorry. I was saying, please
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
don't do me like that. Like I'll be taking smoke breaks on the job. Don't even
You
put
be
my
taking
business
smoke
out
breaks
there.
on the job. TKC, do the VCL be taking smoke breaks on the job?
He is not a credible source.
Oh, by the way, TKC, you got one more time to cut up like you cut up last night. Your wrench is gone, boo. I just want to put that out there. Go ahead to BCL because you
Ooh,
cut up real
ooh,
bad
ooh.
last
I'm
night.
like Sheree. Yes, honey. No,
Don't be
but
disrespecting our people down there. Go ahead to BCL.
okay. I agree with you about Danielle. I skipped through all her scenes. Good day. Boring. I just can't with Danielle no more. I agree with your assessment too. This is all because she didn't want to keep her mouth shut because she was trying to get back in March. And she does need to own that because Jennifer specifically told you not to say anything, like several times.
BCL,
Teresa
wait, read
didn't
that.
even know. Huh?
Read that. I'm nice. Stop it. Go ahead to BCL. I'm nice to BCL. I'm gonna stop.
But no, Teresa didn't even like know Jennifer had like told you any of this. So it's just like, girl, you need to own it. Marge was tearing you up, and this was your way of getting her back. And you did get her back because you tore Marge up at the end, which was rightfully deserved.
She deserves it.
But moving on till Marge and how
Mhm.
much of a raggedy ass hoe she
Wait
is.
a minute now.
I cannot stand that tramp. For real.
Okay.
Because like you said, that comment about Jackie, it's just like it's cementing the icing on the cake. Like she was even taking jabs at Jackie before the whole argument that they had on at the baseball game. It's just like it's all adding up, like what Jackie said to be true, that Margaret threw her away when she decided to step down for her own mental health. And now you're making jabs at her. It's just like, girl, like you are such a raggedy, low down son of a bitch sitting up in that
Okay.
raggedy
Okay. I might have to
house.
stop cussing because y'all get up and be cussing now.
I'm sorry. I'm
Okay.
like you, Marge takes you there. Like, I get sick of Brooke Logan. Brooke Logan, perpetual victim.
Victor,
Woe is me. Oh my God, Marge. Like, it's just like you're the problem here. I don't understand how it's taking Jackie so long, even though I do genuinely feel like Jackie is just trying to have fun. Like, Jackie, like, child, I done been through all this. I ain't trying to fight with nobody. I just want to get drunk, have some friends, have somebody just that want me to be in a presence, honey. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I understand Jackie. Don't nobody want to sit up and fight all day, especially if it's causing me, problems with my health and all that. Nobody wants to do that. And Marge cannot be mad at that lady for that. And if Marge was any type of friend, she shouldn't even want Jackie to even be going through anything like that for a second time in a row. You see what I'm saying? Like it's just like Marge is just a trash person all around.
Mm-hmm.
Period, point
Right.
blank. And I think we really gave Marge more airtime than she even deserved from any of us, as
Well, I had to
far as
wear her out
opinion
tonight, so
goes.
that's my one March for this season. Cause oh, ooh wee.
For real, Marge is horrible. She is like pathetic, and anybody that's on Marge's side, like for real, like I'm like you. I don't want to judge nobody, but it's just like right is right and wrong is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, Teresa did stuff, and Teresa ain't innocent. We're not debunking that, but we're not gonna take away from all of the drama and chaos that Marge has caused just because Teresa did stuff in her past. We're not talking about Teresa right now. We're talking about Margaret. And right now, Margaret is the bitch that needs to be gone. She is the damn infection that is in the group that is causing them to have a pause right now. Because let's be for real, Marge is the problem. We can even take Melissa and Joe and Teresa and them fighting. Like
No,
if
no, no,
Marge
no,
was
no. I can't hold you. I got no. Can't take it. No,
This is the thing, though,
I'm not
Chase.
going through it. No,
It was
hell no,
durable. It was durable
hell,
before Marge got
hell.
involved. Chase,
No,
come
I'm
on
not
now.
watching. I'm telling you now. If they get their ass up there with Melissa and Teresa again, I will never watch this show ever, and I mean it. I
Okay,
mean,
I'm gonna let you have them. But me
oh no,
personally,
don't you get up and talk about that. Don't you get up here.
I'm just saying. To me, it was more durable before Marge got
Hell
all
no.
involved.
Well, I
At
really feel
least
like Marge is a great deal of the reason why they are not.
Exactly, and that's kind of my point. It's just like at least they could kind of make up for a hot second. We could see some good quality brother
I
and
don't want to
sister
see it. I don't want
time.
to see him make up. I don't want to see him make up. I don't want to see it.
I mean, yeah, at this point now, yeah, but I'm just saying, like before Marge got involved, that even goes to her feud with the Foodas, with her and Louie. It's just like Marge all up in it, and it just makes it even more unbearable. It's like we already got enough to deal with in his caddy and Regina Georgeness. And then we gotta add Marge. It's just like, why can't she just mind her own business for once? Like, girl, just talk about Jan. Even though we sick of you using that man's death as a storyline when you treated him like crap when he was alive, and now all of a sudden you want to cry and boohoo about him. Yeah, because like you said, you was wrong. You cheated on that man a good portion of y'all marriage with the plumber, clearly somebody that was probably his friend on top of that. And then you got married to the man a year afterwards. And now that the man is gone, now you looking back on it like, dang, well, maybe that was kind of, that was kind of
Messed up.
messed up. And
Mm-hmm.
now it's eating away at you. It's just like, girl, you need to worry and focus on that. Focus on healing your own self instead of trying to cause a misery over here in somebody else's life. Girl, go fix your own problems in your own life. That's what's wrong with you, worrying about everybody else's business instead of sweeping around your own raggedy house. Because that's what it is, big and raggedy. Just like her.
All right, Demetrio. We got another caller. Thank you. Let me see if he gonna do this. If he done clocked that, now he got his start at. Girl, Demetrio that got his started and clocked out for work. Girl. Oh, okay, he back, y'all. Hey, love, love, love. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good to see you.
I'm just here because I'm scared for your employees.
No,
First of all, no,
oh,
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. But my first, I guess my only question is, are we supposed to believe that while John Fuda's baby
wait,
mama
love,
was
love, love.
cooking
That you
meth,
got up here and did to me like that. Lord Jesus. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
when his baby mama was cooking meth, mind you, she's 4 years younger than him, he was selling weed?
What did you just say?
Because wasn't he talking about how she was cooking meth and this and that and
Uh-huh.
whatever? So
It's
she was
alleged.
cooking meth and he was selling weed. That's what we're supposed to believe.
That's what he said.
Okay, then that's the number one. And then, yeah, I just think the show can't move forward with Melissa. She needs to go. The show can't move forward with Marge. She needs to go. It's very toxic, and I'm just happy to see a black content creator that loves Teresa.
They don't like her. I don't watch. So
No, it's been rough.
listen, and let me tell you. Let me just be honest. Teresa, I think what Teresa, she gets a lot of the ick from like season 3 to like season 5, right? And I think people hold her to that. Like that's back in the glory days when it was Teresa versus everybody. My
Yeah.
thing is, while yes, all of them are involved. Yes, all of them do things. If Teresa does something while I'm reviewing it, I'm gonna call it. And love, love, love. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it.
Yeah, and honestly, Teresa's not perfect, but that's what makes her so good, is that she's perfectly imperfect. Like, I just love like, there are times where I'm like, "Oh, damn, Teresa, stop." But you can't help but love her because she's so authentic and so real. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it for me.
Well, thank you for calling and thank you for always supporting No Chase TV. You are always
Always.
here, and I
I'm
love
looking
that.
out for your employees, though, because some of the things I've been seeing, I don't know, labor standards, I'm just saying. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Damn, am I that bad, y'all? Good lord. Do I be doing Demetrio take smoke breaks. He come off and on the stage. Then y'all want me to be I actually had a formal training session with Demetrio yesterday, and I texted him immediately after the show, after our live yesterday, and said, "Hey, I'm proud of you. You did a great job." So I definitely said on camera, I'm proud of him. He does a great job. Um, Tori B, Antonio, Sammy, um, Jasmine, Asia, Chad, Problematic J, Deidre, who's new here. They all do a great job. So I'm incredibly thankful for them, as well as Joan and Angie K, because Everybody's busy. Everybody makes time in the ways that they can and contributes. Everybody who's in the group chat during these shows, you highly contribute to the success as well as the energy. Everybody who watches on X, they highly contribute to the energy. And I hope that y'all feel that, it's all in good fun, all in jest. I mean, hopefully these people don't think I'm Marge and I keep beating them down and they keep coming back, because don't do that, but I really do love everybody who was involved, from the viewers to the subscribers to the group chat to X, everybody. I love y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in with me. Joan will be here next week with me, and we will see you tomorrow for happy hour. And I got a little surprise for you this week. Another one. Another one. So with that being said, make sure that you love, like, subscribe, comment, um, turn on the notification bell as well. Tell a friend to tell a friend. There's a Black content creator who doesn't mind Teresa Judice, because I know that's hard. And we will see you guys soon if I can find the button, because I'm blind. There you go. There go the button. Bye.